welcome back, and now we're on to a different kind of racing at Red Star Raceway. For a tryout of what could be a very interesting new racing class next year, a one-make series using Suzuki's new GSX-8R. A bike that we like, and a bike that could be good fun to race. A group of racers were invited to the track to have a look-see. And to help us get the lowdown, who better than someone who knows racing well? It's Temba Kamalo.
So I'm here with a man I know very well, who also knows me very well, Clinton Pienaar. You know the struggles of having a young rider in South Africa trying to progress up the ranks and succeed. We're here with the brand new Suzuki GSX-8R. Can you tell us a little bit more about the bike?
Look, I've been very blessed to be involved with racing my whole life. I mean, we ran the short circuit series. My son Tristan is showing great promise. He's turning 18 now. I remember growing up and there was a proper national series, and there just hasn't been a proper national series. And the racing has been in the doldrums for a long time. So I chatted to Stuart from Suzuki, and they're launching this brand new bike. And we said, listen, if we try and get a one-make series together where the policing, we get Errol Quanshai who is the head of technical, to make sure that it's not checkbook racing, the suspension gets done by empty suspension, one make of tyre, and we just contain the costs, and we race in the regional extreme championship. Would we not be able to get the cream of the crop in South Africa to come and ride in it? And I mean, today we've had 29 riders that have come, and that's only the Joburg Gauteng Oaks. So we started a WhatsApp group. I think there's 130 people that are showing interest. So I have the fullest confidence that we're going to get this to a full national challenge series for next year, which is 2025, and then hopefully the year after that, a full national series. If we can get to like 20 people on the grid, I'm sure MSA will allow us to go full nationals for 2026.
So we're here with Stuart from Suzuki South Africa, first test of the exciting Suzuki GSX-8R. Can you tell us a little bit more about the bike and what the riders are discovering here today?
Well, it's a 800cc twin. I think it's the way of the future. We've got the naked edition, we've got the fairing edition, and same engine runs in our DL800 adventure bike as well. I just think it's a really nice mid-level motorbike for the younger riders, smaller riders to come along on. Yeah, I think it's going to go far. I think it's just going to be fun, and with a single make series that just appeals to us, obviously.
And if I were a parent at home wondering why an 800 or why this bike, because there's 400s, there's 600s, just tell us a little bit more why this is the right bike, the right category to be getting in to learn racing on a more serious level.
Okay, so in truth, the 600cc bikes are more racy. You know, they come with fancy suspension, more horsepower. This bike's a little bit heavier. Once we do the suspension, it's a new bike. It's going to be around for many years. There's not one 600. No manufacturer is making 600. So those classes are just going to slowly die. Hopefully in time, you'll even have a 400 class starting for the younger guys. And a guy like Aston from the short circuit, let's build his short circuit series up, get lots of riders there, and let those guys that can ride properly come and ride here in our class. I want the fastest riders in the country. So all of the guys like Chris Ride, Doran Herrera, all of these guys that have been riding overseas, when they come back here and ride here, I'd like them to ride in our class, which is the main class, first, second and third. But then we want to create the ladies class, which is also first, second and third. We'd like to have a masters class for the guys that are over 40. I'm happy to not pull one person away from ZX10 Masters because that's been successful. But then we also want to create, like, you know, in MotoGP, you get like a rookies class.
So we're here with Savannah Woodward, one of South Africa's top young lady racers. Savannah, first test of the Suzuki GSX-8R. What are your first impressions?
It's a completely different bike to be on. I was expecting something similar to the 600, but in all honesty, it's a great step between your 150 and 600. It's got a lot less power and it's easy to handle. So someone looking to make the move up in racing, it's a great bike to be on.
So I'm here with Alex van den Berg, ex-national superbike racer. Alex, your first taste of the Suzuki GSX-8R today. What are your first impressions of the bike?
It was very impressive, especially with road tyres, road suspension, standard braided hoses, and the bike works really well.
You're a rider coach, you know about youth development and all the classes that a rider needs to go to. Can you tell us a little bit about why you think this class is important, why it's important that it's single make, and how it's going to help junior riders keep growing up the levels?
The thing with in the bigger classes and all of that, you've got your riders that are spending a lot of money and they've got a lot more advantage with better bikes. So this class where everything is the same, And yes, there'll be their setup where they'll be able to learn, okay, wait, maybe I need to set this, change rebound, preload and all that, where on your 150s you haven't got that, but it's not at an extremely fast speed. So you can learn your technical side of racing going at an easier speed.
It's difficult to go racing in 2024 in a way that's affordable. Can you just explain to us a little bit how it brings racing to everyone, how it's easier to now get involved racing through this class?
Well, number one, obviously Suzuki's come on board. They've given a race discount to the race guys, and you're not going to have all the fancy bit like Olin's this and that. And so it's going to be buy your bike. We've got finance options on it. Everyone's going to have the same exhaust. It's put it on and we'll put a package together for you.
To the audience viewer watching at home, who's interested, how can they go about getting started and getting involved?
Look, so I think I work at Motorbike Shed, so it's easy. I've got my cell phone number on all my social media platforms. Speak to me. If you're a totally inexperienced rider, I'm going to send you in the right direction to go and cut your teeth on 150s and smaller bikes. But if you're a good rider and you feel you're ready to take the step, come and chat to me. We'll put you on a bike gladly.